Missing in South Carolina. What really happened to Tammy K? On the morning of September 20, 2014, 37-year-old Tammy Kingery vanished without a trace, leaving behind a mystery that has haunted many for nearly a decade. Despite extensive investigations and some intriguing clues, no one seems to have the answers. This is one of the most mysterious unsolved cases in South Carolina's recent history. This is the story of the disappearance of Tammy Kingery. On that cool fall day, everything seemed normal in the Kingery household. Tammy was happily married to her husband, Park. They have been together for over 10 years and have 3 beautiful children. Just an ordinary US family. That Saturday, Tammy went to work at NHC Healthcare in North Augusta, where she worked as a nurse, but something was wrong. Her co-workers noticed that Tammy was unusually agitated. She seemed stressed about her high blood pressure and had to have her blood pressure taken several times a day. Feeling sick, Tammy called her husband to come pick her up, an unusual move for someone who works in a medical facility and is surrounded by professionals to help her, but she just wanted to go home and rest. Once home, she changed into her pajamas and went to bed. Park, wanting to give his wife some peace and quiet, took 2 of their children to run errands. When they returned a few hours later, they found the house locked and a note from Tammy saying, "I went for a walk. I'll be right back. I love you." Soon the alarm went off. Tammy had left her purse, money, phone, keys, etc. at home. Plus, Tammy wasn't known for walking, especially in their less than pedestrian-friendly neighborhood. And considering she'd just gotten home feeling sick, this behavior was even more puzzling. The note itself seemed unusual. It was confirmed to have been written by Tammy, but the tender, "I love you," at the end seemed oddly final, as if she was planning on being away for longer rather than just for a short walk. What was even more disturbing was the fact that the house was locked from the outside, but Tammy's keys were still inside. How could this have happened? Pack and his sons searched the house and surrounding area and tried to call out to Tammy but received no response, so they called police. Around 2 p.m. a search was launched immediately. Authorities and volunteers combed the area, and Tammy sniffed around with a search dog, but no trace was found. The search was extended and the truck driver was turned on a nearby route, but leader did not appear again. Tammy just disappeared. Investigators dug deeper into Tammy's life trying to piece together what had happened. They needed to know more about who she was and what was bothering her. As is often the case in missing persons cases, her husband, Mr. Park, also had to be eliminated as a suspect. It turns out that not everything in Tammy's life is as perfect as it seemed. His marriage to Park had been strained in recent years and he had considered divorce, but Tammy's mother said it was their children that kept them together. Tammy also suffered from depression, was taking medication and had been having an affair, putting further stress on her marriage, and had been acting erratically in the days leading up to her disappearance. She missed the work, suffered from strong insomnia and admitted to her sisters to both her physical and emotional stress. Park was very concerned about his wife. He actively participated in the search, even going as far as Atlanta to spread the word. On the day Tammy disappeared, his alibi was solid. He was seen on multiple surveillance cameras with his sons at various stores, and numerous witnesses confirmed his whereabouts. He even passed a lie detector test, though rumors persisted in the community that he may have hired someone to harm his wife. The investigation took several rounds. Detectives found text messages between Tammy and 2 local men, but neither man appeared to be involved in her disappearance. There were also contradictory messages on the motorcycle that can be seen in this area. Girl Tammy said she saw her mother on a motorcycle shortly after her disappearance, when she played in the next friend. Authorities have examined all versions from voluntary disappearance to crime. Researchers even discovered a disturbing scene in the nearby forest. They found a makeshift shed containing gloves, a sponge, and the decomposing body of a dog, some of which believed the objects had been placed there intentionally to mislead searchers and that Tammy's body may have been buried nearby. However, police have ruled out any connection with his disappearance. To this day, Tammy Kingery has never been found. Some believe she was overcome by depression and went into the woods to commit suicide, but this is unlikely as search dogs cannot find her scent in the area. The locked house, missing keys and strange note have led some to suspect that Tammy may have been kidnapped, perhaps by an acquaintance. Park himself expressed doubts, torn between the possibility that Tammy had been kidnapped and fears that her mental state could lead to irreversible decisions. His wife's losing of the tension caused his family's financial damage and forced him to delete the award he proposed for information first. Another theory suggests that Tammy probably decided to die with others. Her marriage was strained, and her depression may have made her feel like there was no way out. She may have seen leaving as the only option. Nearly a decade has passed since Tammy Kingery disappeared, leaving her family with unanswered questions and a never-ending need for closure. Will the truth ever be revealed? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you want more content like this.